Blizzard's lightning-paced 6v6 team-based shooter goes on general release on the 24th of May, and although it's immediately accessible to even the greenest of FPS noobs, there is huge depth to explore and much to master. But before you get started, we're going to run through 9 things you need to know about Overwatch, giving you a beginner's overview and some more advanced gameplay tips to help give you the edge. Firstly, there are a whole host of heroes to choose from and play as right from the start, each of whom fall into one of 4 distinct roles. Offensive characters are fast-moving, fast-firing, and great if you want to get stuck into the thick of the action. Defensive heroes have a mix of weaponry types, including snipers and turret builders. Tanks are great hulking beasts, all with short-range clout and most with force field generators, while the final class of support characters are all about healing and buffing your teammates and deploying strategic devices. Each hero has their own unique set of weapons and abilities. All have a basic attack activated by clicking the left mouse button and a melee attack bound to the V key. Some also have a secondary fire mode. Every hero also has 3 further abilities, 2 of which are bound to the left shift and E keys, which activate unique weapons, create protective barriers and force fields, heal teammates, teleport you around the map, or cast one of many other unique effects, with short cooldowns between each use. And then there's the ultimate ability. Fire in the hole! Charged by time ticking away and accelerated by causing damage and helping teammates, the ultimate ability can be deployed by hitting Q, and is a devastating and often wide-ranging attack mode that, if used wisely, can tip the balance of power during a round. Although Overwatch is super easy to pick up and play, you'd be wise to think a bit more tactically if you want to hit a winning streak. When starting a new game, pay attention to the on-screen tips, make sure your player choice complements the team dynamic, and don't be afraid to change your class if there's a shortfall in one particular area. It also pays to hot swap during a match itself, if you think your team is missing a trick. But unless absolutely necessary, try to do this only after you've already unleashed merry hell with your last character's ultimate ability, as swapping over will reset the counter to 0.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
There are currently 4 main game modes to tackle in Overwatch, spread across a wide variety of environments. Firstly, assault games see you battling your opponents for control of the map, with the team on offense trying to capture specific objective points, whilst the defenders try to maintain control until the timer runs down. Escort games see the attackers try to move the payload to the delivery point, with the defending team again trying to foil their attempts until the time is up. Hybrid assault escort games see attackers needing to capture a payload before escorting it to the delivery point, while in control matches, both teams must fight it out to maintain superiority over a single objective, with the winning team being first to win 2 rounds. Aside from control matches, when starting a new game, you will be assigned to a defensive or attacking team for the duration, allowing you to tailor your tactics and character choices accordingly. Defending teams also have additional time before the round starts to dig in and set up. But watch out for wily attackers who can also take advantage of the setup time. Oops. Now that the basics are covered off, we can look at a few more advanced tips to make sure you keep bagging the Play of the Game award. It's really important to use your ears just as much as your eyes when playing Overwatch. Your teammates will automatically give you voice cues when certain events take place.
I'm staking my claim on the objective.
Brilliantly, this is even triggered when one of your pals spots someone creeping up behind you, giving you the extra second to react and a fighting chance to avoid an otherwise ignominious end. Also, listen out for the distinctive sound of an enemy activating their ultimate, as this can give you just enough time to escape annihilation. You might initially be a bit overwhelmed by all the shiny new toys you have to play with, exciting weapons, firing modes, abilities, and game-changing ultimates, but make sure you don't neglect the humble melee. You'll often find yourself in close quarters with an empty clip and only a few hit points left to wipe from your enemy's health bar, so make sure you have a finger poised over the V key to finish them off.
Down for the count.
Another easy to forget basic is your health. Without support character buffs, most heroes will not regenerate their health automatically, so start learning the locations of health packs on each map. These should be go-to zones when you've just escaped a firefight. It might seem like a bit of a drag, but you'll be back in the action much more quickly by hot-footing it to one of these, rather than dying early in the next engagement and having to trudge all the way back to the fray.
Not dead yet.
If you're attacking on an escort map, one little trick that can help is using the payload itself as a mobile buff wagon. If you're playing as a character with a deployable buff or shield generator, then instead of dropping this on the floor and slowly trundle away from its benefits, you can actually deploy it on top of the payload so it moves with you, and your team can all continue to enjoy its warm, cozy, life-giving embrace. Finally, if you're not overly keen on engaging in a bit of real-life chit-chat with your teammates,
Let's get a move on.
then the built-in communication wheel is just the ticket. Accessed by holding down the C button, you can select from a variety of messages which can really help your game. Communicating the status of your ultimate, suggesting to the team that you concentrate your efforts, or even requesting some health support can all help keep your team's momentum. Just don't forget to say thank you.
Thanks.
Manners cost nothing, and they'll make your mother very proud.